Hello, namaste. How are you all today? Hi friends, the image you are looking right now, that Mehndi I did for my friend, and this video is a demonstration video, is a practice video. Actually, I did practice of this same design, and motive behind this video is how I practice my design, because many times people ask me that they can't remember the design, halfway they forget what to do, it's very difficult for them to create design. So what are the suggestions to remember the design? Okay, the first thing I always tell everyone, you are not supposed to remember any design. If you are a newcomer, then practice enough that you remember all the elements, then you know how to use those elements. So this is a demonstration video, and demonstration video, as I said earlier, a little bit faster in speed. Usually I record like four times speedy than my regular speed. And why I do demonstration video? Because whatever elements I'm using here, I have already taught them in a tutorial videos. As you can see, the peacock and the borders, the filler elements, everything I have already taught in a tutorial videos. Like for peacock, I have two videos where I have shown how to draw peacock from the very basic level. So you go and learn those elements from the tutorial videos. This video only explain how to use those elements, how to incorporate those elements in your design. Actually, when I have to do some big design or some very challenging design, this is the way I practice. That first, what I do, I just create first proof, like I always do in my mind, but if you are a very much beginner, then I suggest you try doing on the paper. So first I decide which element I want to use. Like in case of this design, I wanted to draw peacock, then I wanted one central border, broad border passing through, then I wanted to do figure on a palm. So that was my basic idea with this design. So then second stage come, where I think about like what kind of peacock I'm looking for, because there are so many different variation with peacock. So in this case, because I'm drawing peacock in both hands, so I wanted them to face each other. So that's why my peacock is looking outward. Like some designs, if you plan, peacock can be looking inward towards his own body. But in my case, I wanted peacock looking outward. Then I wanted feather going upward. Because you can draw feather going downward, but in my case, I wanted border below the peacock. That's why I wanted my feather to go up. Then I don't have to think much for the design I had to create upward. So that's why my peacock looking outward and feathers going upward. So that will come in a second stage. Like first I decided, okay, I want peacock. Then what kind of peacock? Okay, my peacock is ready. Then comes which elements I want to fill in. So it comes that filler elements I want to use. Because many times some filler elements, they look so beautiful if you look at them individually, but if you mix them or layer them, they do not gel with each other, they don't complement each other. So that's why it's very important. Sometimes if you are doing big event or some design you are attempting first time, always prepare your proof, like your ideas, put down on paper with cone, with pencil. But I always suggest with cone, because sometimes something looks better with pencil, but the same thing won't look good with cone. So filler elements done, then move on to borders. Now border, which size you are looking for, what element you are looking for, how you want to section your border. Like you want to do 3 section border, like a central part has some design, then side two section have some similar design, or you want to do side section. Like in this particular case, I used grid, but the circle grid, and in my friend's hands I used different very small that a frill element. While I was practicing, I used different element in that border, but then I realized that particular element I have used 2-3 times, so I wanted to use some new elements, because then overuse element doesn't give happiness to me, and I wanted to show you some different elements also. Yeah, so that was the reason when I did actual design I changed that part. Then come to figure drawing. Okay, because my friend's family, my friend's son, like, okay, someone was getting married, don't go into that much detail, and that's why she wanted to do Mehndi. So it was not bride, she is not bride. So if it is she is bride, then you can do bride and groom combination. But when you are doing for siders, like family members, sisters, mother, or whatever, then if you do bride and groom, then it look little bit odd. So better do some other combination. So I decided I will do lady praying Ganesha. So one hand I have a lady who is praying, and in another hand I have Ganesha. So that was my basic idea, basic theme with this entire design. So I wanted figure to look very prominent on the palm, in the palm. So that's why I did not overcrowded it with surrounding filler elements, but instead what I did, I gave good decoration to lady herself. Like I gave her nice jewelry. If you see her jhumka, and then her blouse and her dupatta also I use a reverse element in dupatta, because the inside blouse and everything I did little lighter elements, so it will give complement, like dark and lighter shades gives complement to each other, and that bring the entire beauty to the design. And then I did that, gave lotus flower to that lady's hand, so it means that she's praying with flower. So this is the image I am talking about. Like in opening video, I kept design I did for my friend, but in my practice I did Ganesha. I am showing you right now Ganesha. So what I did with Ganesha, that I wanted the situation like a temple he is sitting in. So if you see carefully on side, I have a lamp hanging in front of him, so it's like a little lamp lighting there. And behind Ganesha I had a little space near thumb, so what I did, I decorated that part with small frills, so it gives more like a temple theme, that Ganesha is sitting inside temple and the lady is praying. So that was the theme actually came to my mind, and I prepared each and every element surrounding that theme. And peacock always go well with this traditional design, and with peacock you can do so many experiment, and if you draw one peacock, your half hand is done. That's the main thing. Isn't it? Yeah, and I love doing peacock. So that's why peacock was the another like second best element for this entire design. Now why I am showing you everything, so you will understand how artists prepare that design. We just don't go there and start drawing whatever comes into our mind. Okay, established artists have done this kind of theme so many times, then they are just used to with this situation and layout, and they just play around with the different elements. That's the only thing they do. But the same established artists, when they have to attempt some new design, new element, they always prepare their design similar way. they first put down their first proof that what element they want. Like sometimes customers suggest, okay, I want this, I want that, so they note down each and every element. They put then arrange elements around 2-3 times. They create 2-3 different scenarios, then which scenario look best. Then they practice each and every element differently. Then they put everything together, because many times it happens when you practice something alone, like sing independently, then those things look very beautiful by themselves. But the same thing if you put with other design, sometimes it does not go well with that other design. They don't complement each other. So that is also very important thing. So this is how we artists practice our design. We just don't go and start doing like design whatever comes to in our mind. If you are beginner and you have not attempted some design, then first do your groundwork. Prepare your basic design and work on that. Try and experiment with variation, which one look better. Then you will find out, okay, this will look better than this one, and then go ahead with the final proofing. And even though with final proofing, when you are actually doing the design, you might end up changing few things, like I have done. Like while practicing, the border have a different elements, but when I did on my friend, I changed those elements. So it does happen, because while you are doing, you realize, no, this will look more nicer if I do this element. So all these elements I'm not teaching here, because I have already taught all the elements in tutorial video. If you want to watch them, you can find those videos links in a description box. So those people who are asking me how to remember design, how to come up with design, for them I have this guideline. The way we are practicing design, you have to practice and prepare your design. Because what happens when you are unprepared and immediately you try to attempt something, you might face disaster. More chances are you might face disaster, and then you feel disappointed with your own work, because your confidence is not there with that particular element. Like in my case, I'm still practicing my figure drawing. So I feel, no, I need more practice before I actually attempt them. And what change, even after my first attempt, I can see what mistakes I have done, and in my next attempt I will try to correct those mistakes. And before that, I always go through so many practices. So that's the real process. So if you want to improve yourself as an artist, please try to do that. If you face any problem and if you need any guideline, do not hesitate to ask me. If I can, I will definitely try to guide you people. So I hope this video is helpful for you, like my all other videos. And if you have not done your practice 1, then I recommend go and do your practice 1 and then do practice 2, because I can see that so many people are doing practice 2, but very less people have done practice 1. I will see you all of you next week with practice 3. I'm working on that. I have little hectic schedule, but I hope by Monday I will come up with practice 3. Till then, I take your leave. Bye bye. See you everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.